Now, one of the ways that our people did something before 1898 was during the 1739 Stoner Rebellion. How many people here have ever heard of it? Now, you heard earlier about Elder Town talking about the Angolans that were trafficked into South Africa. And I said, well, our ancestors, because many people don't realize the word Gullah first came from the bastardization of Angola. It later came from the ethnic group Gullah, G-O-L-A, which is in the Windward Coast, Rice Coast region of West Africa. Angolans were the blacksmiths. And to be a metal worker, you're a warrior. Jerry or Cato, all right? People read about him as Jerry, but his name was Cato. He was enslaved in Hollywood, Ravenel, South Carolina, and moved on to Johnstown. But when he heard that the Spanish king of La Florida had issued an edict that said that if any Negroes shall escape Carolina and make it to La Florida and convert to Catholicism, they shall be manumitted and given arms and land, meaning they would be free and they would get guns and land. Most of them ended up at Gracia Real de Santa Teresa de Mose, Fort Mose today, part of St. Augustine, Florida. I'm honored to be able to tell you that after years and years of research, years and years of us as historians and people who are the descendants of these warriors, saying you cannot tell the first coast story of Florida and keep saying you're the first without saying who was there first to defend you. And those were African Gullah Geechee people out of Carolina. That was your line of defense against the British. And now they have kiosks and they have a whole interpretive center where they admit that the black people at Fort Mose were Carolina black people who were part of Gullah Geechees. So, Cato got 20 plus Angolan men together. Let them know about this edict. They built their drums. They made weapons. And as they marched the King's Highway that we now call Highway 17, every piece of documentation that you do find, and it's like uncovering that of the Wilmington race riots, few and far in between, poorly written, can hardly copy it. They said, as they marched, they said, liberty, liberty, liberty. And they marched Johnstown, King's Highway over to Hutchinson Store, where we now have a Gullah Geechee co-op in that exact spot. And we have a mark on Highway 17 honoring the Stoner Rebellion. But after 1739, they came up with the 1740 slave code that said, no blacks, 3 or more are to gather together without an overseer present. No, they weren't calling you blacks, sorry. Negroes are to gather 3 or more without an overseer present. They're not to read or write. They're not to own land. And they're not to play the drum. Why do you think in that list the drums would be there? Because of what? Because of communication. What else? Culture. What else? Alert that somebody's coming. What else?
Feeding of the soul.
Feeding of the soul. Y'all saw the difference? Even when Sister Bush heard her own polyrhythm added to the song she written. You saw how she was, oh, y'all got to keep, come on, let's go. Feeding of the soul. The Gullah Geechee Nation, think 1739. No cars, no cell phone, no TV, no radio, nothing breaking up the sound waves. When we did a long distance call, it was heard. What going on? That was a long distance call, no charge, no bill, no minutes. Some of us who live on family compounds, we still do it. But call me from that drum. Call me, sister. was, people didn't have these stethoscopes back then like NUSC got today. I had a great aunt. They called and told us more than one time the woman been dead. Next they called back, nope, nope, nope. She doesn't get up now. What? Because she had a condition that at certain times her blood pressure would be so low and so still. Touching here didn't feel anything. Touching here didn't feel anything. And they didn't embalm you then. So people would have to wait. Next thing, oh. That person shouting with joy, like, oh. But it was real. Soul fan woke up saying, come together. That was why the drum was taken away in 1749. It became illegal for African people to play the drum. And like in the case of that North Carolina Democratic situation, I never heard of that undone, and I never heard of the 1740 slave code being undone there. Technically. So when you see us gathering around the drum, let's not just think of it as a booty shaking thing. It's way more than that. And as long as your drum here can never be silenced, you always want to be free. That's when I can get God be dishing from you. Understand that? So in this time of evolution, the drum has gone from these to these. Now, the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival is always about movement, it's about engagement, it's about drawing you in. And we are part of the family. We've been here from the beginning when we first come to Charleston. We done watched them grow up, literally. We watched them grow up. And I am so proud of them. When people ask me, Queen, what African dance troupe you can get down there? I said, you can get Mama, the Mama Long, Gullah Geechee, they go and grow and things like that. They're trying no way to do. It's okay then. And so I'm so proud of them. And so happy that they are here to do something a little different than they've done in the other festivals. But to bring back the drum and to feed your spirit. So one of them, come on up, yo, and let the family know what to tell them to do. And then we got a special part that will add to these your drum near the middle into the end. We have a member of the Gullah Connection Milestone Musical Presentation Troupe, Brother Kevin Young, who's back here, who also did our opening drum call today, who has actually created his own drumsticks, his own specialized drumsticks that he's currently in the process of patenting. But you're going to hear the kind of evolutionary style that the drum has gone from in this form to this form when in the hands and the heart of other Geechees. So grind on, children. Bring me back to the spirit, kiddo. This year they call for Geechee. But see, this year that we do the thing in the Geechee. Now, see how y'all do? Y'all act like bush on the chin. Y'all act like brush on the chin. Y'all act like the children going in the juke joint being like off in the woods sometime. You understand? So now, people evolved the drum. They took the drum from out Georgia, took the djembe, took all these one, and then they carry the spirit. As we carry inside, tell me something of this, brother.